Chillos, welcome back, people. It's the Critic Corp. I am Toke. I'm here to give you guys that review on fucking Past Lives, A24 movie that came out like what? I want to say back in June. Yeah, back in June or some shit like that. I fucking can't believe I let this shit slip out of my grips because I really wanted to see this shit when it first came out in theaters. Um, Cause I been knew it was coming out when I was hip to it that it was coming out when I went to go see Bo's Afraid and fucking, which is a great movie by the way. Bo's Afraid is fucking fantastic, bro. I seen that shit like countless times. Um, but yeah, this movie right here, it was fucking deep, bro. It was like, damn. It was like a drama slash romance type of deal. Um, but no happy ending really on this one. Pretty sad one. Realistic as fuck, but sad. Um, so you got Nae Young, which is fucking Nora, and then Hae Sung, which is the other fucking the other dude, the kid dude that's in love with Nora. They were they were parted fucking back when they were like 12 years old. This took place in what, in South Korea. They were parted. Uh Nora's family, that's her English name, Nora. Naeong is her like maiden name, but they got separated uh through immigration. Family Naeon's family immigrated, to America or whatever, and left all that shit behind. And fucking yeah, man. They were, like I said, they were only 12 years old. They were like close, like this, man. They honestly 9 times out of 10 would have been, married and had a fucking family and life together type of deal. But the immigration changed that pretty much. Like fucking badly. Like it was to the point where it went on, what I want to say, 24 years. Yeah, 24 years till they actually seen each other again, which was crazy. Cause they time skipped a little bit. So like first they went 12 years, um 12 years later. So they're what, 24. And Nae Young, she's in New York now. She's a writer. Fucking Haesung, he's a he's in the middle of going to school for engineering, and he did a little bit of time in the military and shit. And they ended up reconnecting uh through like some random crazy shit of her just BSing around and checking on her father's, like one of her father's like fan page and shit like that, because her father's like a famous novelist and shit like that as well, or movie director or some shit like that. And she was just reading like the post and shit, you know, because most of his like fan base, or his OG fan base, was from fucking South Korea and shit like that. So um she noticed fucking Hey Young on there, or Hey Song, my dumb ass. I'm sorry, Hey Song, on there, pretty much requesting her appearance. Like man, like he missed her. Like he wanted to see how she was doing, catch up type of deal. Um, you know, they fucking they ain't really seen each other since fucking a decade ago. Goddamn, a little bit over a decade, 12 years. So yeah, um, like it was sad, man, cause he used to walk her home. They fucking like they were like two best friends, bro. Two brothers, two peas in a pod type of thing. Like that was shit, man. Um, but yeah, they reconnected. Uh, started video chatting each other through I want to say fucking Skype, or I can't even tell you what they were using, but it was through the laptop video chat. Um, and they were enjoying each other's company again. They were starting to get back acquainted for real, for real. Catch up on each other's past life. uh, and Nora, fucking Nayoung, she started to realize that she wasn't really focusing on her her lively duties that she didn't fucking obtain while being in New York. And she was like, the more she was taught to him each and every single day, that the closer she was gonna be to moving back there. And fucking that's not what she had in store for her life. She's she wanted to move to America. She wanted to become her own person. Like she had to move away from the BS pretty much to fulfill her destiny that she felt like she needed to pursue. And so she pretty much laid it to him, like, we need to stop this. We need to take like a brief little break from each other. Because they were every single minute of the day, like, talking to each other. That it was about to become a long distance relationship type of deal. And you could tell it was fucking, it was hard for her as much as it was hard for him, for them to take the break, because he felt like he just finally got back, in touch with her and whatnot. And reconnecting on that different level, because they're older now. They're mature and shit. They're fucking 24 years old. So but he understood, so he had to let that shit breathe. And another 12 years went by. Another 12 years went by. And Nora, fucking Nayoung, ended up getting married to this other writer named Arthur that she met or came across, on a little artistry retreat type of deal. You know, like, they clicked like that, literally. And plus, she was in a hurry to get her green card too. Yeah. So they got married, like, very, suddenly. Not like crazy suddenly, but very suddenly, like, enough to where I felt like they're still getting to know each other as he was putting the ring on it, type of deal. But yeah, man, fucking Haesung, he ended up finding him a little little boo thing as well, but it didn't really last long. Uh, it was very short. They broke up like quick as hell. Like uh, I can't put like a number on it, but I know they shit wasn't as long as of intimacy as it was for uh fucking Nora and Arthur. So um pretty much after that though, he finally made his way out to New York to see Young. And this whole time, it's still going through his mind like, what if, man? Like, what if she would have stayed? What if she, or like, what if this, that, and that? Cause they're what? Like I said, another 12 years went by, so they're fucking mid 30s. They're like 36 or whatever. Um, and he's not married. He just broke up with his girl. Um, and then he's still living with his parents and shit like that and whatnot. Cause he was still so fasciated and stuck on the fact of Nora and what could have been. Cause the reason he even broke up with his girl, cause she kept talking about marriage, and he made up this little fucking bullshit reason talking about like he's too ordinary for her. He needs he needs an ordinary woman. She needs a extravagant man type of deal. But he just wanted to he really wanted to see if it was still some spark between him and Nora, fucking Nayoung and whatnot. Um, so like I said, he went to do a visitor finally, and it was kind of sort of awkward because he made it seem like he was there, on vacation and shit. But he was there to visit her. He was there to visit her. He made a whole week out of it. They were fucking spending every moment there. And the husband knew. The husband Arthur knew. She was straight up with him. You know, like he's coming into town. Fucking, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna do this. He was my fucking bestest friend. Maybe even could have been lover when we were kids. Like all this shit. She broke it down to his ass, and he was very understandable. He understood. He was accepted. He accepted like the consequences that came with it. Her not being uh her not being home because she was out hanging with fucking Hey Song, or her just speaking in her language more around when he's around, because she brought him home to meet him too. Like she wasn't hiding anything. Like it was fucking it was nuts. It was nuts. This was some like real ass shit. This shit could have really happened in like real life, and I'm like damn, bro, that's some crazy like heartfelt shit. Cause the husband, Arthur, he told her, he told fucking Nora that he's the only reason he's coming here, pretty much, is to, for you to, because he's still in love with you, type of deal. She wouldn't believe it at first, but you know, women, most women, y'all gullible. Sorry to say, but yeah, fucking, you can tell feelings was still there between between Nora and fucking Haesung, but it was feelings that was that that never evolved pretty much. Young kid fucking love. Nothing more than that. Like, oh, it's my best friend type of deal, or you know, like it wasn't I'll fucking, you know, I take a bullet for you type of deal, or not even like I take a bullet for you type of deal, but like just real passionate love wasn't even developed yet because they were only 12 years old. It was just a young little flame type of thing, but it was real sad because you could tell that they both really considered like what if, especially at the end. Oh my god, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I shed a tear. I shed a tear. I can call me a little fucking bitch, but that last scene, man. Cause this was like after this was like at the end of the week, by the end of the week, fucking after they had Hey Song over, went out for drinks, went out for for dinner, and he got that closure. He got that closure. He he finally got to see for himself that that what if or what could have been is door is shut, it's closed, it's out of there. Um, she's happy, Nora's happy, she's content where she's at in life. She loves her husband. She loves what she does for a living, and it was probably the best decision for her to leave. He even told her that, like, hey, Song. He even told her that, like, I'm glad you left, type of deal. It really hurt for me to see, you know, uh, how happy you are with fucking Arthur and shit, but at least I know you're fucking well off. You're doing great. That's what really mattered. And yeah, it's kinda shitty. He went his whole life, his whole 24 years hoping, aimlessly hoping, but man, that last scene, like I said, they showed her walking him out and uh walking him out of her apartment and shit. And then she was standing there waiting with him for fucking his taxi or whatever, his Uber driver or Lyft driver, whatever. Um, you can just tell the fucking like the energy, the vibe there. They were just standing face to face, just staring at each other into each other's eyes. Like this was that last. This was that last moment. This chapter's ending. We finally, you know, this whole story can be wrapped up now of what ifs and what could have been, and like, man, that shit really hurt. That shit really hurt. It hit me. It hit hard to home for me too. Um, and he even said it. Hey, Song. He even said it. He was like, like in another life, we we probably already married and then had our arguments and cheating on each other and all that shit and fucking just BSing around. And he's like, but what if this is that right now, this is that moment, this is that past life. And she said, I don't know, like, what if, nigga, like, pretty much, like, who knows? It's we fucking we well over adulthood now. We're mid 30s, you know, and yeah, that was pretty much it, man. He got in the car. They went their separate ways. She was as she was walking back, her husband was sitting out on the stoop smoking a cigarette. She just broke out crying. She knew if she would have stayed in South Korea, things would have been completely different. And it hurts. It hurt. I know it really they showed that passion of how an emotion of how it really hurted her at the end when she broke down crying, man. He had to get her in the house. She was crying. Like, that really hit. It really hit her. So with that being said, guys, you should go check this movie out on whatever streaming service you can get it on, or a legal website, whatever. It was a real good drama slash romance. Let me know what you guys thought about this. Leave some comments, like and subscribe. Support the motherfucking corp. And as I always say, doodle.